Yeah, I was talking about my mom and like, sorry, this is part two. Um, she probably had conduct disorder. This is just being far fetched because I don't know. Like, I don't talk to. Well, my grandparents are dead, and the only one who would know is my uncle, and we barely even speak to him because of her. And just like she caused a, what do you say? Uh, not what do you call it? Estrangement between us and our other side of the family, like the one that, because in my mom's family it's just my grandparents, um, my mother, and then her brother, and that's it. They had two kids, and then the rest of my family, I don't know, because they're all Italian. They're from Italy, and again, I don't know. I mean, growing up, they spoke Italian most of the time. They didn't teach me Italian, but yet they spoke it mostly. My mother did, and it's just like I don't have much of a family on that side, let's just say. Um, and again, the narcissist likes to do that, right? They like to isolate, and so no one can find out about the abuse. And I'm pretty sure if I did tell my uncle, he would know what I'm talking about, and he would understand what I'm saying. That he would have to agree with me and know that she's not right in the head at all, and it's caused a big problem. Like, just ignoring it and not addressing it has caused a huge problem for me, my brother, and my other sisters from a different father. Uh, and just we don't trust each other, and we just there's always that question in your mind, like, what did the mother say about us when we weren't around? So anyway, so what did I do today? Uh, I'm waiting for a return to hit my bank account, which hasn't done so. It's there, but it's not there, and it's like pending. And usually it goes straight to my bank account, and there's no issues, but they want to hold it for some reason, authorization, and tomorrow I might get it or whatever. It's just, how things work is just, it just sucks. So what I do is, I put air in my tire because I have a slow leak, and I gotta get that fixed or checked. It's a brand new tire. Um, and so I went to get some air because I have to refill it. It's all the way flat now, almost. And I don't have any gas for this because I don't have the money yet. Like I said, I have limited income at this moment. Um, so well, I just asked for, okay. I said, okay, the gas right now is like 3.56 or so in the state. So I just asked, I say, hey, anybody got $5? $5. So I could just put 1 gallon of gas so I can get down the hill because it's very mountainous over here where I'm at. If you're going up, let's say you're going up a hill or mountain, like the gas lowers down. Um, you can't quite tell. You don't want to risk it if you're on one line of gas in these type of hilly areas at all. So I'm like, can I get something? So I called the house. I'm like, can I get somebody to send me $5? And then that turned into a huge issue over there, and they just like start arguing about it. I'm like, it's $5. I just need 1 gallon so I can get that back down. And then I showed a picture of it, like proof and everything. And then and they were like, no, we don't have any money. And I'm like thinking, you got money. You all just had this Thanksgiving shit. I mean, you were driving around all then today. Everyone got a job over there. Like, well, actually, no. My mother does not have a job anymore. She decided that she was going to quit the job or something at her age. And it's just ridiculous. So I've had to deal with her a lot more than I'd like. My dad is over for Thanksgiving, which makes no sense because it just gets me angry to know that why weren't you together working it out and taking care of us while you were together? So, because she left him when I was like 11 years old, she took me out of my environment and where my family was and what I was used to. My grandparents my extended family when they were alive and took me into a new state. It was hard for me to adjust the way that I am. I don't know. It was hard, but I get through it. Still close enough that we could drive over and visit and stuff like that. But what was I gonna say? But we never had really a stable home. We would move a lot because of the police reports and the cops' involvement, and because of the fighting and the alcoholism that my stepfather was involved in. And that's another story. And he's abusive and he's an alcoholic. My mother left my dad immediately after that. She got involved with the next guy, which is another narcissistic trait. They can't stay alone and immediately have to find a new supply. So this guy was way worse than my dad, and I have a lot of problems because of it. And she still doesn't want to acknowledge that this guy was abusive towards me and her, and I've stuck up for her when he was abusive towards her. And this is just like, this is twisted in the mind of the narcissist to be somewhat my fault, that I got attacked and put in my place or something for acting he's the one that put order in me when I wasn't acting right. But I was just a teenager anyway, so I mean, what do you mean? And I barely did anything wrong to warrant any kind of abuse anyway. So the thing is that I would stand in the middle of them when when he was trying to like do stuff, choke her out, sit on her back, and like just do these weird maneuvers where wrestling type maneuvers. And I always jump out and try to be in the middle of it. I just like I am that kind of person, and she just never acknowledges that, and she tells everyone different stories because I'm the oldest and they don't remember as much as they probably don't remember much that happened, especially when I was a lot younger. They weren't around. So despite all that, and and still I try to pretend that there's a family here that I have, and try to keep them involved. I still get shitted on and treated like I'm some kind of criminal or some kind of bad person that causes problems for them. It's really laughable, but there is not many witnesses, that had when I was there, when I was experiencing these things. What other witnesses are there? There's me, there's my mother, there's a stepfather there. Sometimes my brother was there, and he was maybe too young. I'm thinking he knows what happens and he just wants to be in denial because he doesn't remember the abuse. So that's very confusing. I'm sure it was her brainwashing at work. But and the youngest two, that they're just my half sister, they really don't know what happened, and that's their father anyway. So you know what I'm saying? I don't try to put it on them that their father does these things and he's this kind of person. I don't talk about him like that badly. If they don't, I don't want them to know the things he did to me, because I was a teenager by the time the kids were born. His kids. So but my mother knows what the fuck she did, and why this is the person I hate. I mean, I have a lot of reason to be hateful towards her, and yet I try to be nice, and I try to be like a family would be like, and she just can't help herself but to come out and accuse me of things, and then just a lot of hell she put me in, and still is. So I don't have really anyone to depend on. I don't have my sisters. I don't have my brother, really. They've all been converted onto her side of whatever she says about me. And really, that's that for today, because it's about to end. And thank you for listening. Please like and subscribe. Comment to encourage me to make the videos. Thanks, guys. Bye.